Hello guys, and welcome back to the Corner Complex. Today we're going to be going over a quick history of the Canadian Grand Prix. The Grand Prix du Canada, held at Circuit Gilles Villeneuve every year, is a track situated on the Ile Notre-Dame in Montreal. The track is 4.3 kilometers long and consists of 14 corners. Hometown hero Gilles Villeneuve, after which the track is named after, won his maiden Formula 1 victory at this track when it first opened in 1978. Before this track was built on the man-made island in the St. Lawrence River, the event took place at Mosport Park and later alternated with Circuit Mont-Tremblant, which is currently owned by Lawrence Stroll. The track is a semi-street circuit as it is situated in a public park and no cars run on it for the rest of the year. F1 greats Michael Schumacher and Lewis Hamilton have both tied for 7 wins at this track. This circuit has witnessed some very thrilling and unforgettable moments throughout its existence. It is here where Lewis Hamilton and Daniel Ricciardo both won their first Formula 1 races, Lewis in 2007 and Daniel in 2014. The track has also given us some very exciting duels, like Lewis Hamilton and Sebastian Vettel's duel in 2019, which ended in a large controversy. One of the main characteristics of the track is that it's often unpredictable in terms of weather. In 2022 alone, qualifying was rain affected, which allowed Alpine driver at the time, Fernando Alonso, to claim second in qualifying, to qualify right alongside Max Verstappen on the front row. This is nowhere close to the pure chaos of the 2011 Canadian Grand Prix. The 2011 race was statistically the longest F1 race ever, lasting 4 hours and 4 minutes and 39 seconds. The race was set to start at 1300 local time, while heavy rain was expected to come an hour into the race. Due to heavy rain, the race was forced to start under the safety car, and all drivers were put on full wets. The first lap of the race was already very chaotic. As Vettel and Alonso went side by side into turn 1, Vettel retained the lead, while just a few seconds later, Lewis Hamilton, attempting an overtake on Mark Webber into turn 1 on the inside, sent the driver into a spin. This sent Mark to the midfield, while Lewis Hamilton went wide and ended up right behind his teammate Jenson Button. On lap 8, Lewis attempted to overtake his teammate on the start-finish straight. Jenson, blinded by the spray of his car, could not see Lewis Hamilton and accidentally put him into the wall, ending his teammate's race. After a flurry of odd incidents, the rain started to fall very heavily, and this forced the race director, Charlie Whiting, to call out the red flag. Once the race restarted, the grid looked much more different after a few pit stops, but Vettel remained in the lead, and on lap 37 at turn 3, Jenson Button understeered into Fernando Alonso, ending the Spaniard's race as he got stuck on the curb. Later on, Kamui Kobayashi and Felipe Massa were in an intense fight for second place. And through this fight, Michael Schumacher emerged in second place after passing the pair of them who had come very close to contact. Following this, the racing lines started to dry up, and many drivers elected to box for slicks. It remained imperative that none of the drivers left the racing line because it was far too damp. And Felipe Massa even broke his front wing after attempting an overtake on the damp parts of the track. In the latter stages of the race, Michael Schumacher began to feel the pressure from Jenson Button and Mark Webber behind. He eventually lost his chance at a podium, as his Mercedes was far too slow compared to his rivals' cars. On lap 70, Vettel began to fear Jenson Button, who was rapidly closing the gap. He dropped off the dry line and went wide at turn 6 to give the McLaren driver his first win of the year. So that's it for the Montreal Grand Prix. Hopefully you enjoyed the video, and hopefully I can make more in the future. Please like and subscribe, and give me your race predictions for the 2023 Canadian Grand Prix in the comments. See you soon!